Hello, Internet. I am recording my very first video. Oh, I already looked down. This is me being nervous. This is my first video, and I would highly recommend you keep your expectations low. But I'm making this video for a few reasons. On one hand, I have for a long time wanted to be a person that makes videos online that people may or may not choose to enjoy. And the other reason is I'm a huge Raptors fan. So to me, I've convinced myself that this is a good bridge. This is a subject that I am passionate about, something that I know a lot about, and it's an excuse for me to rip off the band-aid and start doing something that I want to do, which is, like I said, making videos online. So this is the first one that I'm doing. Clearly, it's a mess already, but I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to force myself to just push through and see how this goes. So, my plan at the moment to start this process, and I don't know if this will make sense moving forward, but it's something I'm going to try today, is I'm going to copy the style I've seen before of people doing reaction videos. So, tonight, the Raptors played their first preseason game of the 2021-2022 season. I watched it in its entirety. So this is not necessarily authentic reaction video because I have seen it already. But it is what it is. I don't know if this will make sense moving forward, like I said, but I'm trying it out. So I'm going to play actually, the NBA has a habit of posting a 10-minute highlight reel video after every game. So my plan at the moment is to have a reaction video to that highlight reel. For all I know, YouTube is going to take it down. I don't know how any of this works, but here we go. That's what I'm going to do. Let me see if I can add that to this video. Who knows? Wish me luck. Okay, so I just recorded a 10 or so minute video that was completely pointless because I found out the hard way, and now you're finding out the hard way, that if I do this and I try to talk over the audio of this video, you won't be able to hear me. So learning. Anyways, so for this one, I don't know if I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it again. Had a wish that I had have tested the audio before finishing the entire video, but here we are. So I'm going to try it again. Maybe if I choose to speak, I will pause, which then kind of begs the question, why am I here? I don't know. Let's find out.
Kyle Lowry, now a member.
Oh, yeah. So what I had started the first video with, that I had intended to start this video with as well, is a comment on the starting lineup. They didn't include that in this. I should be looking at the camera. I'm learning so much. They didn't include the starting lineup in this particular video. The starting lineup for the Toronto Raptors is a bit odd tonight because we are without four of our key players. Siakam, Chris Boucher, Kem Birch, and Gary Trent, to me, are all absolutely key players. So that's unfortunate. And for me, it's unfortunate because, I'm mostly excited about seeing our key players play together because we've lost a number of key players over the years. And so these are the new key players that are going to be the foundation of everything we do moving forward. So, I say that including Gary Trent and Kem Birch because Norm, if you watch these videos, I'm sure it's going to come up a lot. I have a man crush on Norman Powell. I'm not going to hide it. I own it. And I'm going to have a hard time forgiving Masai for trading him away. I personally thought he was as valuable as the other core pieces that he chose to keep in Fred, OG, and Siakam. Gary, I liked him. Since we got him, I liked him. He reminded me of Powell in a lot of ways. One thing that really pissed me off was when they re-signed Gary and the Trailblazers re-signed Norm. They got the exact same pay per year, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Either way, I don't love that we traded Norm. That being said, Gary's young. He has a huge upside. Gary could be Norm. He could be more than Norm. But as such, to me, if he's replacing Norm, he should be an integral part of this team. So it was disappointing for me that I didn't get to see him play tonight. Kem as well. One thing that I'm going to talk about later, Andre Drummond just bullied us tonight at times because we're too small. We don't have a center. Kem Birch is, to me, an excellent backup center. He's 6'9". He's at a disadvantage against a Drummond. I mean, Drummond is only 6'10", but Drummond, Embiid, these guys are monsters. And Kem Birch is a big dude, but if he's our biggest center, I think that we're lacking. Anyways, now I'm doing more talking than watching the video, in part because last time I didn't get to talk. So, what did I say? Yeah, starting lineup. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Maybe I'll pause it and talk, or I'll just sit here and happily smile and nod while it plays. Let's find out.
Of the Miami Heat, Precious Achiuwa, the jump center with Andre Drummond.
Fit the system and just play hard first and foremost.
OG Anunoby. OG down low. Great cut by Lawrence Rockets. Out.
I'll just say real quick. Barnes, I liked him a lot tonight in a lot of ways. He had a very complete game. It wasn't an all-star showing as far as numbers goes, but he had a complete game. He showed his youth in inexperience in that he made a couple calls that with more experience he'll learn from it. But that just now that we just saw was a good example. He has good court vision. He had a couple calls or decisions where he passed in a way where he telegraphed it a little bit. The defender saw it coming and they were able to pick it up. But I liked that he looks for the pass. He was there. He had the opportunity. He waited. He showed patience a lot this game, and in that moment he did as well, showing patience to then find the cutter. So Barnes had a nice game. Sorry for interrupting. I don't know if I'm bad at that.
Barnes with the eyes.
Great cut by Dragic right there. And
Precious Achiuwa.
Drummond bullied us.
And they're going to call it on Fred VanVleet, the foul. Curry finds Danny Green. Drummond on the inside. And count it. And a foul. VanVleet on a kick out. Here's OG, the three.
OG had a very nice game. OG, I think, was the highest scoring player. He shot like 7 of 12 from the field, 100% from three-point land. OG had a great game. I will say, for me, my commentary on OG, they probably won't show it in this highlight reel, so I guess now's as good a time as any. He showed tonight that he is trying to create more shots for himself. In the past, he's been more of like a shoot he received the pass and he spot up shoot it. Spot up shoot it, maybe the wrong term. Getting in my own head here. But he seemed tonight to be making an effort to make his own shot more often than we're used to seeing. He missed a lot of those shots, but I liked seeing him try it. I liked seeing him get the reps in of trying to figure out what it looks like. I'm not looking at the camera again. I apologize. So he definitely tried to make his own shot. Didn't work, but I mean, he had a great game. He only missed 5 out of 12 shots. And those are probably all shots that we haven't seen him try before. So the shots that we've seen him try before, I think he made every single one. And I'll take it. I will absolutely take watching him try to evolve into the next evolution of OG, which is a very exciting prospect. Again, sorry for interrupting.
Got it, OG Anunoby from right here in Toronto.
penetrating the defense, finding an open man. OG's ready to knock it down.
Turnover, Barnes. Barnes now quickly into the front court to VanVleet, the three. Got it from North York. Achiuwa back over to VanVleet, tied at 8. Under 8 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. VanVleet with it. Off balance.
One thing you're going to notice me doing a lot, if you pay attention to me instead of the game, I have a habit of tilting my neck one way or another, and every time I look at myself, I correct it. So enjoy that.
And great job of the Philadelphia 76ers. Shot clock at 7. Drummond to Korkmaz. He could shoot the 3 off the bounce, trying to get around Barnes. Count it. Curry.
I said in the last one, which nobody would have been able to hear, but I'll say it again. On that particular play, that was silly. That was good defense by Barnes. It's in my head. But Barnes did well. He just got lucky.
Leaves it to Milton. Here's Drummond up top. Guarded by Achiuwa, the cut. Curry.
I'll give a bit of credit to Seth Curry. He had a nice game. He had a few moments where he exposed some holes in our defense or just kind of took over for a few minutes. I'll give him some credit. He had a nice game.
That was good action for the Sixers.
And OG taken away again, another turnover. It's preseason. Curry up top, court.
Yeah, that was like 3 turnovers in a row before that.
Missed a slam dunk. Not here this evening. Raptors getting back. 3:30. Milton up top. Just going to right to
Bullied.
Drummond at a timeout.
It reminds him of his home and the culture that everybody helps each other out. The one area I think he's going to have a little difficulty helping out, though, is accommodating his ticket requests.
Korkmaz over Watanabe, and Benton comes in. Here he is pushing it. Quick.
Oh. I see it now. I'm remembering what I said in the last video and thinking I already said it. I did not say it this time, and I want to say it now. Banton, I like him. He is the first Canadian drafted by the Toronto Raptors, and he came into this game. So I'll give you a small breakdown of my perception of this game. First quarter, I didn't really follow it in this video, but we were kind of getting our asses kicked there for a bit. And I think that's mostly because the starting unit isn't our traditional starting unit, and I think there was a bit of extra pressure on the guys that were filling in as starters tonight. Fortunately, when our bench came in, most importantly, this gentleman Banton, he brought just a whole different kind of energy, and on both ends of the floor, just hustling and running, got the crowd into it. And I don't know if he ended with the best plus minus, but he had the best plus minus for a while. Banton, he had a really nice game. I would say on a technical level, I mean, he has room to improve, but his energy was great. He kind of reminded me of Siakam when we got him. He was everywhere, and he was solid.
Clean to the front court, down the lane, finger roll. Oh, George Gervin would be proud.
And that was pretty, if you didn't hear me.
And then spent last season at the University of Nebraska in Lincoln for Fred Hoiberg, former NBA player.
That was another. Can I go back? I don't know how to do things. Oh, I can. This is another example I mentioned earlier, I think, if that was this video. Who knows? Barnes showed patience a few times. Scotty, our rookie. And so this, to me, was an example of it. He was given an opportunity here where the defender kind of froze. And so he took a moment, looked at his options. And then, to me, it's kind of a veteran move when, you have that hesitance. And so he took a step forward to take the shot rather than just chucking up the three because he didn't know what to do. Like, he made the decision, I'm going to shoot this. And in doing so, he took that step forward. And I think I see it a lot in the NBA that, like, when a player is in this situation where they're not sure what to do, when they take that step forward, it tends to put them in the right rhythm to make their shot. And for a rookie to make this play right here, I thought it was, I don't know if it's impressive, but it's indicative of a potentially very good player.
The University of Nebraska in Lincoln for Fred Hoiberg, former NBA player. Barnes knocks him down.
The easy baskets when you're playing. Got caught slipping right there.
Yeah, the cut right there. Milton turned.
Oh yeah, that was Banton's fault. I remember that. Banton kind of fell asleep there, so they scored on us on that time. Banton was mostly very good.
The corner. Up top, makes a move.
If I'm mispronouncing Banton, I apologize. I learned his name for the first time tonight. I believe it's spelled Banton. I think I heard the announcers saying it more like Benton. If I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. I'm just saying it the way I would sound it out reading it, but I may learn that I'm saying it wrong, and my bad.
Driving, no place to go. Watanabe, lead pass, Barnes, Scotty, no, and cleaning up Mihailuk with .3 remaining. 3 points, pair.
I just want to say, out of appreciation, the second quarter was sick. Like I mentioned before, the bench came in and took over. I think I said that already. The bench came in and took over, and the second quarter is really where they did that the most. So yeah, enjoy.
Rebounds, a couple of assists, and Barnes with a slam dunk. Kicks, ball fake three, no, and Mihailuk flies in, handles, Banton shares, and
patience. Look at that. Get the ball underneath. Look around.
Mihailuk flies in, handles, Banton shares, and Barnes delivers underneath. 34-25. Shot doesn't go, and Green with it. Here's Banton pushing in the length of Barnes. Watanabe! Oh, how sweet it is!
I like Watanabe. I know he got his career kind of ended last season if you watched the top dunks of the season, but I like him, man. He's a good player. He's kind of goofy looking, but he plays hard. He makes his shots. I like him. I hope we keep him.
Milton gives it to Niang. Niang up fake now. The 2 from 17 feet away, and he'll drill it for Philadelphia here in the quarter. Barnes attacking. Drummond gets a piece of it. Barnes gets it back to no look.
Again, I don't remember if I said it in this video or the one that failed. Barnes has got good court vision. He gets a couple of his passes picked off. He has a tendency to kind of telegraph what he's thinking, but you can tell he has a mind for passing, so I appreciate that about him.
Bucket! And the foul! So much of what they're doing, starting right here on the defensive end, the lane. Another turnover. Looking ahead. Banton gathers in a two-handed slam.
When it comes to that defensive side.
Banton working with Achua. Gets to the foul line. Champagny with the 3!
I'll give that guy credit too. Champagny, probably saying that wrong. He had a nice game. He had a pretty nice game, especially at the end. He had a couple individual plays that I liked. Never heard of him, but yeah, he had a nice game.
Got it!
That's going to allow you to have more perimeter shooting if you get in there early on.
Maxey. What a nice move by Maxey. 9 dimes. Here's Achua, back shot. Talked about that skill set, right? Comes in like just a fundamental.
Yeah, this is becoming a trend. I don't know if I said this or not. Achua, Precious Achua, he had a really nice game. I did mention for sure in this video that Drummond was bullying us. He was one of the victims of his bullying, but I mean, he's so much smaller than Drummond. You can't really blame him. That being said, he had a really nice game. He is a pretty good sized man. Like, he's a big dude. And he was ball handling, finishing at the rim. He shot a 3 or made a 3. So I like the potential of that guy. Precious. Oh goodness.
Curry over to Maxey. Drummond. And just powering his way in. 52-35. Here's Achua. Oh! Precious stepping outside and
Called it.
knocking down the 3.
No one knows yet. I'm telling you, the players are going to be the first ones to find out, as you see a shooter right there, that we all know can shoot.
Seth Curry, veteran out of Duke, started at Liberty University. Joe, the turnover, and the other way, Tyrese Maxey.
Give it up, let somebody else bring it up.
Here's Achua attacking. Drummond got a piece of it. Curry quickly into the front court. And a 3-pointer. He's going to have to deal with the length of Banton. Banton just staying right there. It stays down, too. And that leads to this. OG over to Banton. Here's a 3-point look underneath. Achua the slam dunk.
Some boots on the ground. Nick Nurse, he echoed those sentiments addressing the crowd. Guys, I was there, and the first thing he said was, no matter your color, race, gender, or religion, all are welcome to Raptors Nation.
G doubled, finds Van Vliet quickly. Dragic, the open 3, no. OG on the offensive glass.
And we can't forget about the OG and his athleticism, athletic hustle player. Now he's an offensive all-around threat.
In his 5th season already is OG Anunoby. Curry on the inside. And Svi with the rebound. No look underneath OG. And a good job there. Deep post position.
Allowed OG go straight up for a layup.
Joel Embiid not playing tonight. No Tobias Harris. And blown coverage as
Yeah, we should play defense.
Joe. Of course, no Ben Simmons. Here's Svi on a pull-up 3. That's good.
And we know the uncertainties over the past months. Having a deep roster is something that's very beneficial.
Drummond with the steal. Achua!
An example of things I've already talked about. OG again trying to force his own shot. Didn't go particularly well, but again, Precious came in and finished it. He looked good. I'll take it.
Monster slam! And it's knocked away, scooped up now by Dragic. And Dragic lines up a 3. Got it. Achua. And the help comes OG. And Drummond loses it. Van Vliet up top. Scotty backs it in. Timeout, Doc Rivers. Early in the third. Maxey. And just forces his way.
Drummond has made a couple passes, nice passes, finding the opposite side.
OG with the three.
That ball he'll draw you to sleep a little bit.
Drummond. And Van Vliet takes it away. Head down to Scotty Barnes. With the finish. Bible gives it now. Korkmaz, the three doesn't go. Korkmaz, no. Drummond. Now the...
So one thing that was kind of interesting to me about this game was in the first half, the starters are, for tonight's starters, had trouble getting it going in the first quarter. The bench came in, gave us a huge boost. And then in the second half, our starters, as you can see, they're doing pretty well. We're up 30 points. And then after this point, I don't know exactly when it turns, they pull out the starters, they put in the bench, and this time around, the bench, to me, it looked like they were trying for a little bit too much, maybe fighting for contracts. And the announcers were saying, and I agreed, that what they should be doing is playing within the system. If you want to get yourself noticed, play within the system, do your job. Maybe if you make a couple baskets, then you get to branch out and show off, but you don't get to show off on this team. Not much, not successfully if you do it outside the system, because it just doesn't seem to work for players that I've seen with the Raptors.
The offensive glass, a veteran. Vince, it didn't matter where you were on the floor. You just, right?
I would throw the worst passes, and he would make it look like the best passes.
It's all part of the highlight is OG.
So, there's a little different mentality. Gamble right there. OG Gamble gave up that corner three.
So I have to react a second time. This thing just started subtitles in the middle of the video. I was freaking out the first time I recorded this because I was like, where did these subtitles come from? Now I saw it coming, but there's subtitles now.
If you go for the steal, you got to get the steal. And a ball of effort. That effort magnifies everything else.
And Korkmaz attacking Gillespie at a foul, and he'll go to the line.
Offensively, sometimes you take it for granted and think that's always going to be there, and that's not the case. The Raptors got back in this game because of their defense.
Malachi turns it.
We got back into this game, yes, because of our defense, but because of our energy level from the bench, to be clear.
Corner. Swish. Grant Riller up top, clock down, attacking. Good job cradling and then getting to the bucket up top. Cut off. Utah takes a three and makes the three. Seattle cracking in Vancouver as Benton looks to take it away from Springer. And a bucket and the foul. Stays with Reed. Here's Springer. Joe. And the three is good. Trying to draw contact. Normal basketball play.
That was a textbook jump shot. Straight up and straight down.
Barnes. And the putback is good.
They're learning how to use the defense against them to get opportunities. So it's good to see the NBA trying to change, make some changes to give some defenses.
The scissor kick, right, by an offensive player trying to draw a foul. Here's Flynn with the three, and Malachi rattles it in.
I thought it was a little weird that Malachi didn't play in the first half. I kind of, because of that, assumed he was out, but then they played him anyway, so not sure what that was about. He had a decent performance, I think. I don't remember him doing anything glaringly wrong. So I don't know why he didn't play in the first half, but Malachi, he made that three, and I thought he did okay.
The Raptors here at Scotiabank Arena one day, and a statue out front for sure. Bongo right to.
Bongo is interesting. Never heard of this dude. Came in tonight. He was showing a lot of ball handling, and the announcers were talking a lot about him being a point guard. I wouldn't go that far, but he can handle the ball, and he's a lanky dude. So, it was impressive showing for having never heard of him.
The Ram, you were watching tape on Bonga last night.
Game 13.
I'm pretty sure I just called Bonga Bongo, and I now feel incredibly racist. So if that's what I just did, I apologize.
Team, not preseason. It's preseason for everyone.
123-107, the Raptors win, and fans on their feet. Great to be back. at Scotiabank Arena.
Right. I am going to try something now, and this is going to look weird. What do I do? I bet that did look weird. So, as I was recording the last part that you just watched, I felt like I had been going on for freaking ever, and apparently I have been, because so far the video is 25 minutes, I assume is what you're seeing. So, sorry, I may think about ways to shorten this, but I want to at least cap off the end of this video before I completely end it. Yeah, I apologize for the mess. If you stuck it out, I appreciate it. I'm assuming if you stuck it out, that's only because you know me personally and not because you found this remotely interesting, and I appreciate you if you did. So there you go. This is my first attempt at being a YouTuber, I guess, and talking about the Raptors. Hopefully that wasn't a total waste of your time, and I'm going to look at the camera because that is something people do. So thank you for tuning in. My intention is to do this for every game moving forward throughout the Raptors season. Feel free to comment. Let me know if you have any criticisms, if you have any requests, such as stop doing this. I won't stop because you asked me to, but I appreciate you letting me know that that's what you want. So I'm going to keep doing this, whether you tell me to or not. And you can choose to watch if you think that I have anything valuable to say. And please interact with me, because I'm out in the dark making this up as I go. So if you guys, anybody watching, wants to let me know something you're thinking, let me know. I would love feedback. I would love to figure out ways to make this better. I mean, obviously, don't mess up the entire time and just force my way through it, probably moving forward, but I'm just doing that because it's my first time and I want to rip off the Band-Aid. Other than commenting on my obvious lack of experience doing this, I would love to know your thoughts. So thank you for tuning in. See you next time.